Cersei. Cersei. Okay. True North. Yes. Yes. 815-582-8750. Yep.
Alright, I see it in Firebase. It was created, True North. I'll share my screen, that way you can see what I see.
Okay.
I see True North in here, so it's currently being set up.
Okay, cool. So then let me add the action then.
Yeah, so what's next?
Go create the project.
Perfect. I'll stop sharing if you want to start sharing.
Oh yeah, here. Give me 1 second. Let me share the screen. Can you see it?
Yep.
Or do you see yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Conversational. Develop. Actions.
I think, there you go. There you go. Nice. Good catch.
Yeah. How could, So this is what I would add. The conversational. Copy project ID. Invocation. Name. Oop. True North. Save. Save successfully.
Yep, all good.
Develop action. Section. Go. True North.
Nice.
I don't know why it's taking so long to save. There we go.
Nice.
Okay. Let me go to click here in top left. Project ID.
Perfect.
Copy. Firebase like Google. I don't know why I didn't. I should have just had this ready to go.
You're perfect. I'm glad that I get to watch. You're doing better. Yeah, they're perfect. Like you're catching stuff.
Let me go to oh man, the next part. Okay. Go to console. Do True North, that beautiful thing. Wait, let me do. Select develop. Oh, develop database. It's just taking a little bit of time to load up.
Yeah, it does that. No worries.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Before you click anything, I'm gonna go back and read the top of this step. The step that you're on the paper.
Okay. Paste in Firebase. Visit firebase.google.com.
Yep.
Go to console.
Mm-hmm.
Select voice wizard. That's what I didn't do.
There we go.
That's what I didn't do. So.
In the drop down where it says True North in the top left, you should be able to find.
Voice wizards. There we go. Ha ha. Easy stuff to catch. Gotta pay a little bit more attention.
You're doing perfect. Nice.
There. Where's is it add project ID?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. Perfect.
That's capital I, lowercase d, value, paste, add. Okay. Do that, and then update by voice.
Yeah. Update by voice.
Hey Google, talk to skill creator. Update True North. Okay. It's updating.
Perfect.
Just gotta let it fully. So this is the part that I kind of get confused at
Okay.
because so when I go to like I do this, then it's go to docs, right? Or do I go? I like going in and like typing out like stuff to say to it. That's the part that I get messed up on.
Perfect. Perfect. I think that's the one we've had least practice on because we've been spending so much time trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
And now you're getting very quick at this and you're catching your own mistakes and you barely need me to do anything. You're right. Your first impulse was right. Sheet is the next place we want to go.
Sheets. Okay.
Google Sheets.
Yes.
So the link for that is actually right where you're looking. On True North.
On True North.
When
right there.
Yep. When you created it by voice, it automatically creates a new Google. This is a brand new Google Sheet just for True North.
Okay.
So it automatically gets created when you create a new business with your voice. It's one of the
So
things that we give to you. So,
Okay, so-
yeah, select it.
So edit field.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, if you just triple click on in the website field, it should highlight the whole thing, the little text box where you can edit it. On the right, the URL.
This one?
The actual link.
Oh.
Right above. No. You were right where you were. Just click click on the link. Now triple click on the value.
Huh?
Value is the one on the right. Triple click. There, now copy. There you go.
Copy. Read this. Paste. Enter. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Then I'm just...
So now we're in True North. What kind of business is True North?
it's kind of like an antique shop, and like they have like like those painting classes, like the paint and sip thing.
Oh, so they have actual events.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I think the first thing that every business needs is like, what is your phone number and how do I contact you? So I think, how do I contact you is a great one. If you just type right there, how do I contact you?
Oh,
Perfect. Tab.
oh,
Now type what you would like her to respond.
um, here, okay. I gotta get their phone number up real quick.
Okay.
Uh, 705 0161. I don't have. Do I have to put this in parentheses or no?
Parentheses. What do you mean parentheses?
Or quotation marks.
Nope. Nope. Just like
Nope.
the ones above, they don't have quotes, so you don't need quotes.
Okay. Just period. Right.
Yeah. 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 Perfect.
Okay. And then what? Or I remember.
Where are you located?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do I contact you? Where are you located, and what are your hours? Those are three easy ones.
Here. Um. Oh. Oopsie. Oh. Boom.
Boom. Now, looking at the script and looking at what's going to come out of Alexa, are we missing anything?
How do I contact you? Where are you located? What are your hours?
Those look great. The questions look awesome. The answers.
Okay. Um.
Compared to the other ones, like the first 4 or 5 responses up. Oh, well, okay. That's good, but that's a good check. That's a good constant check.
That needed to happen because or else uh it wouldn't have saved right.
What do you mean?
Because it was in my mom's name, not mine. I don't think it would have saved the same.
Okay.
Okay. Um. It's I'm missing. I know I'm missing something.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want help?
Wait a second. Let me see if I can figure this out. Is it the like the ask us where we're located?
Yes. You got to end it with a question. Right now, you've made statements, but
Okay.
the mic will open. So when the mic opens, it's going to be listening. Now, if you just leave it with a statement and you don't, if you just leave it as a statement and don't ask a question, Alexa and Google are going to think that's deceptive. Like you're opening up the mic without telling the user you're opening up the mic. So what you got to do is you got to ask them a question. That way uh, it's not deceptive and you're guiding them into an answer. So think, okay, they've asked how do I contact you? What's the next thing that as a business owner they're going to want? Think in terms of marketing or in terms of sales. Everything has an action step. You gave them an
Yeah.
answer, but you as a business owner have another goal. Your goal
Yeah.
might, in the context of this, let's just have the next goal be to ask them where they're located. Because if they're asking for phone number, they might, after the call, end up coming into the store, and we kind of want them to show up at the store. So, like,
Mhm.
you're already typing it. Ask us where, ask, I'd say delete the word us. Just say, ask, comma, where are you located, comma, to visit us today. To visit us today. Period. How can I help you? Question mark.
Period. How can I help you?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Question mark.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. And I recommend ending each three of these with how can I help you? Question mark. But like doing exactly what you did in this first one and kind of give them that underhand of like, here's something you can say to us if you have no idea what to say. And then just open up the mic.
Hours. Hours. Period. And then just end every single one with how can I help you?
Yep. Perfect.
And then should the last one be like, I don't feel like it should be the same. I feel like it should be like, we appreciate you. We appreciate your visit to True North. I don't know. Um, hmm.
They all open up the mic. So I think you're imagining this as a linear experience. You're imagining them saying launch, and then launch for some reason guides them to contact. Contact guides them to located, and then located guides them to hours, and then hours is the last thing they say and they leave. But typically typically users aren't typical. They will ask one question and then they'll ask some totally different question and then they'll jump to something else that they were thinking earlier. So
Yeah.
you, if I'm hearing you right, you're trying to end this conversation with what are your hours, right?
Yeah.
But how your app is built right now on the platform, they all have to end in question.
Hmm.
So if you want things that end in statements, we could build those, but that's going to be custom stuff. So for what we have here, you always got to be guiding them to the question. So an example of that is Ladies Love Lonnie. So with Ladies Love Lonnie, we have a linear experience where Lonnie is a radio producer and party host here in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
The first thing when it says launch, he says, welcome, I'm the GOAT/King of Ohio, Ladies Love Lonnie. I'm actually meeting up with this dude in an hour to do more voiceovers because he always updates his events. I'm the GOAT King of Ohio, Ladies Love Lonnie. If I host the most lit parties in Ohio, say next event to hear what my next event's going to be. Then they say next event. My next event is going to be Sugar on Thursdays at Monarch Nightclub. You can also join me for my ugly sweater party. It's going to be lit. If you want to follow me, say, how do I contact you? So then he prompts them to say, how do I contact you? When they say, how do I contact you? He says, you can find me on all social media at Ladies Love Lonnie. If you want to learn more, you can hear me on the radio station. Just say on air to hear me on the radio. How can I help you? And then they say on air. And then he says, I'm on air every single day from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. on 106.5, 107.3. Turn it up. I can help you learn about the next lit party in Columbus. Just say next event. How can I help you? So it then routes them to say next event again to go back through that whole cycle again.
Okay.
And for him it works. Because at any time, whenever the user is done talking, they will say goodbye, exit, shut up. They will tell you when you want to leave. I think it's the assistant's job to just like give them the next question.
So then
if you want to, you can call us at any time to learn about our current inventory, period. Just say, how do I contact you, period. How can I help you?
Okay. All right.
Say, comma, how do I contact you, comma, to learn about our current inventory.
So right here. I'd say that.
What are you asking?
So wait, where would I put that then?
Right where it's currently flashing, just start typing. You don't even need to do anything with your mouse.
Oh.
Say, comma,
Hey.
comma, how do I contact you? How do I, not to,
Oh,
do.
my bad. I fingered it. How do I you?
Comma, to learn about our current inventory and specials. Period. How can I help you?
Specials. Period. Okay. You? Oh.
Perfect. Cool. So what's next? We've added in some stuff. Now we want to get these changes up into the assistant so you can test it.
So then update.
Perfect.
Right?
Do it. And then after you update, watch the Google Sheet. That way you can see that it's working.
Hey Google. Talk to Skill Creator. Update. Update True North.
Great, girl. Thank you for using this.
Okay. Is it updating?
That's Samir. I'm sending a message to Samir right now about an error I'm seeing in the pipeline. Error in pipeline. I am testing with Jacob right now from Voice Wizards team.
Okay, here. I'm gonna come back to the video call.
Okay. I will share so that you can see what I'm doing.
Okay. Okay.
That job failed with issue from G-Cloud auth. G-Cloud auth. So this was the previous job. and it was deploying to Alexa. It looks like it was all good in Alexa, and then it was moving over to Google, and it was getting credentials. It set up the account. There's already authenticated. You don't have an active account to run. Log in, account, select. You don't have an active account selected. Blah, 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 blah. Which is weird. True north, true. And then in the traceback, we have an error in, so Google request.py. This is something we were creating last night to try to make it easier for you and to try to remove some work from you. So right now there's no dialog flow key, and we need, unless it got there, no dialog flow key in Firebase for true north in voice wizards.
Okay.
So it should have when you put in the project ID, Samir just made a change last night that should have automatically filled in a bunch of dialog flow details, but it didn't, and we need those. So I wonder, let me try running it locally. Maybe it's just that I need to run it locally. CD projects, delete. Samir's definitely making it easier. Soon you shouldn't even need to go into the, you shouldn't need to do a lot of it. Where's Voice Wizards? Do I have Voice Wizards? Might not have Voice Wizards. Alright, so now we want to go back.
That's crazy.
Copy this. Get clone, shift insert. LSCD voice wizards. LS code dot slash. Open up my coder. Cool. And we want to go down to update skill by voice. We don't care too much about Alexa right now, so I'm going to comment out this Alexa-ish. And then we will just go sh update skill by voice. And this one will be for true north. God dang it, Samir. These are all supposed to be Python 3s.
He's even like the Python. Oh shit. This is crazy.
What is?
This is like all the internal stuff.
Yeah, kinda. True north. This is just directly accessing the files instead of using a GUI, using code. There we go. Cool. So now it is. You can see right there. We got how do I contact you? Where and now if you're looking at the Google sheet, you should see that they all updated with the dots and yish.
Yep.
And now here is something that Samir is working on right now. Well, actually, I don't know if Samir can do this. This might have to be you. Two things Samir and I talked about last night. We have to do, for permission-wise, the app that you just created is stored inside of Jacob Avery's account, right? JacobAvery19@gmail.com.
Yep.
Now, this little robot guy that's running these, what's all cool and magic to you, is trying to update your Dialogflow project. However, we don't have permission to access your Dialogflow project. So we have two options. The first one, which I'm not going to recommend because cybersecurity is not going to make it. Well, I'll say that one second. The one that I recommend is that you go into Dialogflow and you will share each of the projects that you create with us, so that way our robots can go in there and do it.
Okay. So
Other
I
option,
go,
which I don't recommend, but you are the client and you can decide on it if you'd like. Other option is you create a new Gmail account, like a voicewizardsbot at gmail.com, and you
yeah,
share the username and the password with us.
okay,
And then you never have to share any projects with us, and it's one less step for you because it already has access because we have the username and password of every of the logins for everything that's going to be created. The
what
reason
if
I
I
don't
just,
the reason I
what if,
don't recommend that one is because we will have your base username and password, which is a cybersecurity no-no of giving that stuff out.
Yeah.
Which is why I recommend the first one, which is you for each project that you want shared, you share it with us, and then we have access. And if you ever decide, yo, I don't like these voice first guys, you can just chop off inside of your console. You can say, okay, take away their access.
okay,
The other
all right,
one, we kind of have more of an entrance, but
you,
it saves you time. So it's
well, let's just do what you recommend.
cool.
I
For
mean,
now, we'll do what I recommend, and then if you decide, okay, this is still too much hassle,
yeah,
we'll create a new you'll create a new Google account and you'll share those credentials with our team, and then we'll save some time. Okay.
all right, cool.
So what we need to do is I will stop sharing and I'll look back on your screen. We need to go over to Dialogflow.
Okay, let's okay, cool. So then, do you want me to share?
Yes, please.
Dialog flow.
Yes. Now click beside project ID Google Cloud.
Um,
It's highlighted. The thing you
uh,
copied.
this.
There we go. And in the top left, you'll see 3 little lines like a hamburger menu.
Yep.
You don't have sufficient permissions. You don't have sufficient permissions because. Let's see if you get this. Nice. Good catch.
That's why. Makes sense.
There we go. Yep. Top. The 3 lines up top. And
These
go
ones?
down to I am an admin.
Oh,
Right below
Oh, yeah.
support. There you go. And now, this is you adding permissions. So all of the people in this list currently have access to your project. You can see a bunch of little service accounts from Firebase. You can see Jacob Avery 19 at Gmail, who's the owner, and then a bunch of other little bots that run around and do stuff. But
Okay.
you're the owner. You're the only owner. Now what I need to do is you need to add in the top, you'll need to add our bot.
okay.
So I'll tell you our bot's credentials. Click the little.
Hey, here, give me 1 second, Patrick. Hey, Patrick, give me 1 second.
Got it.
Can I call you back? Because Jacob's in the middle of a call and I gotta jump on it. And I'll call you back. Okay, all right, bye. Hi, Patrick.
Hey, Don.
Sorry, my aunt from Florida called and I had to,
It's
and now I have to find my glasses.
It's
Hold
all
on
good.
one second.
It's all good. It's holiday season.
All right, I don't always get to talk to her, so I was like,
It's all. I know how it is. It's holiday time. Samir's calling me right now too. Hey, Samir, I'm on the call with Don and Jacob. They can hear you.
Alright, cool. I think I tried again. I shared, it's set to voicebot AI, whatever that account is.
Oh, are you saying he just needs to share the project with that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually what we're doing right now. So, do you just want to sit on the call while we do that step, or were you just letting me know?
Yeah. Yeah. And API gateway should also automatically be added as well.
Okay, it
Oh, wait.
didn't
Wait.
when I started.
Oh, right, because I didn't merge do rapid and versus science.
Okay, so Dawn and Jacob, are you guys ready to go?
All right, I'm here. Jacob had to run to the bathroom real quick. But I'm sitting here and I don't know where you were. So
Cool.
if you could just
Do you wanna-
quickly catch me up.
Okay, catch you up. That's a perfect thing to do right now. So, Jacob has already created True North, which is, I guess, an antique shop near you guys.
Yeah.
And he already successfully created Alexa. He successfully created Google, and he's already updated the Google Sheet. And then he
Okay.
already talked to Google Assistant to try to get it updated by voice.
Okay.
Now, the bug that we hit was that it said, yo, permission denied, we can't update this project. And the reason for that is we need to actually share the project with our robot. And I presented to Jacob two options, one that I recommend and one that I do not recommend for cybersecurity purposes. The one that I recommend is what we're doing right now, Dawn, and that is go in here and share each individual Google Assistant project that you want shared with our bot. You share it with our bot, that way our bot can come in here and update it anytime Jacob talks to it with his voice. The alternative is Jacob and you create a new Google account, voicewizardsbot@gmail.com, and then you guys share the email and password with our team. That way we can just create a new bot for you guys, and then we already have the email and password, so you don't have to share anything. Now, the reason I don't recommend that option is for cybersecurity reasons. You guys are giving us the root credentials to a Gmail account. Yes, we are creating it for the intention of sharing it, but still, we have the root credentials, which is never a good cybersecurity practice, which is why I recommended this, because he's in the console, he can add us with certain permissions, and then if he ever decides, yo, these voice first guys, I don't like them anymore, he can just come in here and he can chop the connection, because you can see like halfway down, Jacob Avery 19 at Gmail, over in the roles is the owner. He owns the project. So it's like, this is how cybersecurity recommends we share access. But
What do you guys prefer?
I recommend
This
he
way.
does this. It's not going to take us any more time. The only question is, do you and Jacob prefer to have it more secure, or do you prefer to have the ease? If you prefer more security, then you're going to have to do this extra step, which is share every project. If you guys say, the security doesn't matter as much, I would prefer the ease, then you guys...
Today, I think the security doesn't matter much, but I think that the security is going to matter in the future with all of us, for all of us.
Okay, cool. Then what I think is we do these first couple while we're in this practice in this way, and then if you
Okay.
guys decide this is too much of a hassle, then we'll go with the easy route. I wanted to make you guys aware of both options now. That way you can
Okay.
start to think about the cybersecurity and the
Okay.
ease and weigh that.
Okay, let's do this now,
Cool.
because you're already in the middle. It looks like he's in the middle of this
Yeah.
anyway. So let's do it this way,
Cool.
and he's back,
Jacob's
and
back.
see where we're at.
Awesome.
And
Is Jacob driving or is Dawn driving?
Jacob's gonna be driving now. Because I really want Jacob to drive this. But I'm participating. I'm watching.
Awesome. Jacob, you let me know when we're ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Awesome. In the top, there's the button Add. You're going to add a new person. And the person you're adding is Voice, VOICE, AI, bot, @gmail.com. Is that correct, Samir? Voice,
yes,
AI, bot, @gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
This?
Yep. And then the role, we'll have it be as editor. Oh, all the way up at the top, project, and then on the right, editor. And now save. Okay, so now that it has permissions, I'm going to try to run it again locally, just so that we don't have to wait as long. And if it does work, I'm going to have it run, and I'll have you run it by voice.
Okay.
Sound right, Samir?
I was just running by voice.
Okay.
I don't know if you have logged into voice yet, but your local account.
Okay, Samir says just do it by voice.
Okay.
You're right, Samir. It's giving me the error right now.
Mm-hmm.
Samir is always right.
Except for when he's not.
So you'll talk to Skill Creator and tell it to update Skill. Update True North.
So right now?
Yeah.
Hey Google. Shop skill creator.
Let's get so creative. Welcome to Voice Wizards. You can search for our business.
Okay, two keys.
All right, Samir, there were 2 pipelines that were run.
Update true north.
One was run 28 minutes ago and it failed, and one was run 12 minutes ago and it failed.
Uh-huh.
But you think
No one
it?
should be running right now.
None. I don't see any pipelines running right now.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I do see one running right now.
Yep.
Was that by Jacob?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I believe
Okay,
so.
cool. So it is running. Let's see what was passed in. We've got True North that was passed in. I've got my screen shared if you guys are watching.
I'm watching on my computer right now.
And Samir is also watching from home.
Yes.
Jacob, is it sending you text messages with updates to these apps?
Yep.
Okay. When was the last time you got a text?
8:48 to a minute ago.
And what did that one say?
Well done, you've completed the 3rd challenge and achieved rank of voice knight. Here's a short video, insert video. Your very last challenge will be to make your app live.
Oh, because of the update. Nice. Do you get other texts like very short Google updated or Samir?
Yeah, like Voice Wizards Google updated.
Okay. Does it also it sounds like you're getting all the texts. I'm not sure the full extent of texts we've created, but it sounds like you're getting them. The whole point of the text is so that you don't have to look at the console I'm looking at right now, but so that it just texts you the errors that you have.
So, where it says the video, is that where we're supposed to be inserting these videos that I've had created?
Yes. And as soon as you have those links, as soon as they're uploaded to somewhere public, give us those links and we'll swap them in.
Okay.
So have you uploaded the first video yet?
Yeah, there's a video link on the.
In the Slack, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Samir, have we taken that link and added it in?
Gateway in there? What's that?
Have you taken the links from the Slack channel and put those into the text messages that Voice Wizards clients get?
I have not. I have not. Where are the links? I might have missed them.
I'm
I
in.
may have just uploaded.
Oh, there it is. I see it now. Okay.
Is it in Voice
I
Wizards?
will-
Oh, we just have the
Yeah.
video. Don, do you want it uploaded somewhere? Because
I'll throw it up on YouTube or something, so you have a link.
yeah,
And then I'll send you
yeah.
the
I
link.
think that would be best because every single viewer is going to count to your data. And if we upload it, we'll have all the data, but I think you would prefer to have the data.
So I mean, they're on the website as well, but
Oh, then
I will.
Mm,
I'll put them on YouTube, and then I'll send you the link.
okay. Okay, cool.
YouTube is fine, right?
Yeah, YouTube's great. YouTube's perfect. YouTube's
Okay.
that's what we're using.
Okay.
So far, we haven't had any errors, so that's good.
Yeah, no errors so far, and it's updated on Alexa. So if you want to test on Alexa, we could test on Alexa, but I would prefer to wait for Google because that's where we're
So I'm
doing
waiting for-
we're doing a lot of the building in Google right now to try to automate this and make it easier for you.
Yeah.
Samir's been putting in a lot of hard work.
Thanks,
I
Samir.
got API Gateway yesterday.
What'd you say, Samir?
I figured out API Gateway yesterday.
Oh, perfect.
So now it'll do that automatically now too. Like I just merged it now, and it just if you scroll up, it'll say checking if API Gateway exists, and if it does, it won't create one.
So will we still need to do the step of adding in project ID, or is that also?
No, we still have to do the step of adding project ID because that one I haven't figured out because I'm capped out with quota limit
Okay.
right now for testing
Okay.
purposes.
So will Jacob on his side will still need to add the project ID, and he will need to share the project with Voice AI Bot.
Okay.
Yes. Those
Okay.
are the only two steps right now
Got
that
it.
you're allowed to do.
Perfect. Created service account. Oh, so it should be adding those credentials. You guys can still see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys see how there's no dialogue flow in here?
Yeah.
Dialogue flow is missing right now. Ah, it just added it. So that was the little robot. This was something that Dawn and I were trying to do the other day. And I was like, oh God. Dawn, do you remember that?
Yep.
And it was very frustrating, and I didn't think there was any way for us to do it. Samir figured it out. So now it automatically
Of course
gets
he did.
So now it automatically gets that so that you guys don't have to worry about it at all.
Okay, cool.
And what's it doing? Creating Google Action, deploying. Did it already train the model, or is it still creating the dialogue flow agent?
Trains it, but I don't know. We'll see. Because the way Juggle builds the deploy thing works, they have to rebuild it again.
So will this text Jacob when it's done updating, so he doesn't have to just sit like
Yeah.
okay, so it notifies him when it's updated.
Yeah, it should.
Cool. Jacob, have you gotten a text yet telling you that it's done updating? I think it happens at the end, so you shouldn't have gotten it yet.
No, not yet.
Cool. I am permission denied.
Oh, why did we get denied on it?
It says Google updated. True North.
You just got that text?
Yep, True North here. These stuffs.
But are you saying it didn't actually update, Samir?
Yeah, it says uploading or referring agent wide detail.
Where do I check? I'm gonna go check while Samir's thinking. I'm gonna go check. Oh, do you want to check dialogue flow? I'll swap back over to you and let's see what you got.
Jake, you want Jake to check that left flow?
It says.
True North Google updated. Cool. Okay, so the text came through. It looks like there may be a bug that didn't get reported. You mind sharing your screen and going over to dialogue flow?
We'll shower here in like 5 minutes.
Intents.
Um.
Okay, yeah, so it did not update because all those intents we added should be in there. While we're here, Samir, do you have any thoughts?
You shared it as editor. Editor should be able to, right, update Google Actions.
Is your thought that he needs to upgrade it to owner?
That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. That doesn't seem right.
If
No, because, I mean, let's see. I made a few testing on there. It worked when I did it as owner, for sure.
Hey, the
Okay.
main thing is I want this to be to go as smoothly as possible. So if we have to put you as owner, we'll put you as owner.
okay, yeah, let's try that. Move it to owner. Just click the little modify on the right, and then change it to owner. And I'm gonna rerun it now. I'm retrying that same pipeline.
What's that little?
Pending acceptance.
So
Yeah.
he has to. It says pending acceptance. So do you have to go in and accept it? It didn't say pending acceptance on editor, but it's only saying it now on owner.
Yeah, well, okay, so hang on, let me run this locally and try.
Okay. We'll give it a couple more minutes. Jacob, I know you've got stuff to do, so we won't keep you here too long. I think this is good data because Samir now has more data on what needs to be updated.
He's seeing everything too, right?
He does not see the Google Hangout, so he doesn't see your screen right now, but he does see all those little error messages in the pipeline that we were just looking at.
Okay,
Hey,
so
approved my quota request.
so
Yeah, let me play around with this and then see what's up.
Okay, so right now we still cannot fully create an update with Google.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's.
So how about whenever we can do this again?
Yeah.
Have Patrick, I know you're going to be here next week,
Yes.
Maybe Samir could be on too.
but maybe Samir could be on too.
Sound okay with you, Samir?
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
We'll
But
have
I think that'll just be easier on all of us.
agreed. Cool.
Okay.
Then Jacob, you go take your shower. We will we'll figure out the day. I'll visit with Jacob, and then the day that Don and I'll chat. And
Okay.
anything else you guys want to talk about?
I missed everything. So did the beginning go?
Yeah, beginning, but fine.
Beginning went very quickly.
Yeah.
True North was an easy name. True North was a great name because it was just understood.
That's what I was thinking last night. I'm like, okay, what's local around here that's easy to say?
Yeah, True North was good.
Was Samir talking? I feel like we cut him off.
Right now, Samir's not
Yeah.
talking.
Okay.
Samir's what?
Samir's not talking.
I thought he
No,
was saying
Samir's
something.
just playing around and thinking what's going on.
Yeah, he's debugging.
Okay.
So that's why I picked that. I was like, we were thinking last night, it was like, okay, we could do True North, we could do GG's, because those are easy names, just to get to that 5-minute mark.
Yeah,
The
5
goal
minutes
is
to
like
create.
5 minutes.
Exactly. And right now we're still at an hour, and we haven't finished creating in an hour. So I think that is an amazing goal because I don't know anybody that's capable of doing that right now. To have it live on Alexa and Google in 5 minutes.
Is
we'll have it
that
updated.
unrealistic of me?
No, not at all.
I mean, I think like the steps could be done in 5 minutes. We might have to wait 15 for it to update.
Which that's fine. That's not a problem. It's just the main steps. I mean,
The manual work.
come on now. The manual work took me, what? Somebody who really hasn't done it, like, the entire time, it took me 10 minutes at the most.
Yeah,
Just to do the steps.
So I think 5 minutes to do the steps, and it may take time to update.
Yeah, the
but
robots do a lot of work in the background.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's not a problem.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm being ridiculous, just say you're just ridiculous, Don.
No, I
But to
think-
do to go through the sheet, I feel like 5 to 8 minutes. You should go through this, be able to go through the steps, and then let the bots do what they do on the back end.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
I want to say we spent the most time today in the Google Sheet.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I want to say that was where we spent the most time.
No, we definitely did spend the most time in the Google Sheet, for sure.
And what did you do in the Google sheet?
That's like adding, like what's, like, how can I contact you?
Okay.
Where are you located?
You could probably pull it up if you wanted to see the responses he did.
It's
But I feel I need my chair back because I'm going to fall out of this chair.
it's right there.
Okay, but I feel also with that, while some people's things are going to be different, like when you start building out those sheets, a lot of the information's the same.
See you later, Jacob.
I'll talk to you later on. Yeah, I'll text you.
Awesome.
All right, later on.
So I feel like a lot of the like especially if you're like niching out to like certain niches, like a lot of the information is going to be a copy and paste to their Google sheet of this particular set of words, and then you add the personalized stuff.
Agreed. Like well, I think that's what Jacob did today. Do you see
Yeah.
the 3 questions he added down at the bottom?
Yeah. So yeah. So where the hours are though, there's no question after that. So should it say, "How can I help you?" or "Do you want more information?" ?
He didn't add in a I was there sitting with him. He should have added a question.
He's got 2 open. Okay.
He might not have exited. He might not have actually saved it. I see it. There is no question at the end.
Okay, this one, there is... The one I'm in right now has a question.
Maybe you can copy it because it looks... I don't see it in my sheet that I'm looking at right now. I see the other 2 have questions. But it looks like it didn't save on whatever the other tab... There it is. Now I see it. Cool. So yeah, that
Yeah.
was. This is what we spent the most time on: asking those questions and then writing out the answers. And
Okay. I see some mistakes.
yeah, the visist.
Yeah.
Visist. I was gonna bring it up, and I was like, that's not the goal of today, Pat. Let's leave some. Let's leave some
Got
things.
it. I got it. But no, so while I don't think I'm taking the Google Sheet into consideration in my 5 minutes, but I feel like going through these steps that you created, 5 minutes is a realistic goal.
Oh, definitely.
So, okay. So I don't know when we're going to do this again. Is it going to be when you're here?
Yeah. Yes. Don't know the day. If you have a day in mind, we can talk about it right now.
I'm open.
Cool.
I'm open. It's
Cool.
the holidays. I'm open.
I'll probably shoot for earlier in the week. That way, the days actually around Christmas can be preserved. But I'll be there and I'll be open.
Okay. Yeah, I'm flexible.
Awesome. Thank you for
Okay.
jumping in. I'm sorry to pull you away from the
Oh,
family call.
no, it's fine. It could have gone on for hours. You saved me. You
Then
guys
have a good
saved
day.
me.
I will see you in
Okay,
Chicago. Well, I'll see you in Morris,
Yeah.
Naperville.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Thank you, Samir. Anything you want to talk about with just the two of us? That's awesome. I heard that and I was going to talk about it and I was like, no. I agree. The goal should be 5 minutes. And we do need to. We got to figure out what's stopping it. Because I think we're close. Just I keep making meetings with them, and then we're not creating even in an hour. So we just need this to work, and then we can work on making it faster. But right now I'm realizing we say that we can create Google Actions, but there's actually a lot of pieces in there that are not. There's a lot of pieces that are actually not built. So I just want to see it work. So we need to do. We need to figure out this dialog flow. API gateway. So the permission's still getting denied, and you can't figure out why. The role that you for voice AI bot? Yeah. Yeah. You can't bind it as editor? So is that you saying voice AI bot needed to create the key when it was an owner? Deleting dialog flow and then rerun the pipeline and then see what happens. Okay, let's delete. I am deleting. Deleted the field dialog flow from Firebase. Done. So Oh, whoa, there was a successful one. Oh, it wasn't actually successful. Say that one more. Oh, you're saying we create the dialogue, we create the action on Google, and we create the dialogue flow agent? And then we share it with him? Got it. And got it. Got it. I think that sounds good. Because then it'll put everything into our hands. And I don't think he'll care. I think that's great because we haven't even proven that we can do it for our own. So I think that would be perfect if you can do that. That would be perfect. Okay, cool. So new goal. I think that sounds like everything's worked out. So then we'll be able to, it'll create, when we say, when we launch Voice Wizards and we say create business, create True North, it'll then work in the background and it'll set up the Alexa skill, it'll set up the Lambda function, it'll set up the Firebase, the Google Sheet, the privacy policy, the terms of use, and then it'll also go into Google. It'll create Google Assistant, it'll create dialogue flow, it'll also create your AWS API gateway, and then it'll connect it all together with Google Sheet. So then all that Jake will have to do is say create, and then as soon as he gets the text message saying congrats, you've created it, he'll modify the Google Sheet, then he'll say update. It'll say congrats on day 3, now you just have to publish. He can test his changes by going into the actions on Google Console, and then going to the testing tab. And then it'll say enable testing, and then he can test it on his device. And then when he says it's all good, he can say publish, but I'm sure he'll want to actually go in and modify some of the data that's in there in the publishing details. So we'll worry about that later. That is the actual publishing details we can worry about later. That is a very minute detail. But the rest of that story, does that sound good? That would be awesome. If that'll all work when I'm out in Chicago with them next week, holy cow, that's big. That's big because I think up until this point we were telling them that okay, Alexa's going to be the default, but Google is going to be, it will always be a manual process. And if I'm hearing you right now, you're saying, well, now your default is Google and Alexa, and it's all automatic and not really manual at all. And if I'm right, also, well, if I'm understanding correctly, then also he will need to go into the Actions console and open the testing tab so that it enables testing on his device. What? I thought even on actions that I create, if I just create something in the action on Google console and then even if it's shared, if I don't open up the testing tab, then it is not enabled. Like yesterday, Voice Wizard Skill Creator was shared with Jacob Avery and Don Avery, but they couldn't launch it on their Google device because they had to open up the testing tab. Because the first time you open up the testing tab, it says, "Great, testing is now enabled." I think the last time I showed it to you was I was trying to share an app and I was like, well, I added you guys to the list. Why isn't it working? And then when I copied the link that is inside of the alpha testing and I sent you the link, when you tap on the link, it then opens up the Google Assistant store and says, hey, you're being invited to alpha test. And then it's got these 2 little radio buttons, one that says alpha and the other one says no, do not do this. And then you just hit accept. Do you remember seeing that, or do I sound crazy? So you were saying the two things that we'll need to do are, you were saying, what was it? Update Google Sheet? No, put in publishing information and go to the testing tab. So they'll need to talk to an assistant to create it on both Alexa and Google, which is easy. That's a 30-second thing. He sits back while everything's created, so no extra time is being added to the clock because they don't care if robots are doing the work. Then he'll have the Google Sheet link, so he'll type some stuff into the Google Sheet. He'll say update, and then, I'm going to go back. Starting from the beginning. He uses his voice to create. After he's added everything that he needs and he's ready to publish, he'll need to go into the testing tab in order to enable the testing. And he will also need to type into both the Alexa developer console as well as on the actions on Google console, any of the publishing details. And then he'll use Alexa or Google to say publish, and then it will publish it to the store. That's perfect. That sounds so good. I think that sounds amazing. Voice by voice is, you're building this better. This is becoming more robust. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to give access to an entire Google account. Like, can I go into the settings for voice first AI, go into people and sharing, and then add someone? Can you? Oh, what was it? You said they were called app passwords? Okay, I may have found them. I have email API. Okay, and now I have a new one, so I can do app. And what the apps I can select are mail, calendar, contacts, YouTube, and then other, which is custom name.
Authenticated. No. Okay, so you give me that, and then I can use that to authenticate on my end, and I can just use those credentials to create these virtual agents.
So that when we're on our call next week, I'll be with Jacob in person, and we'll create this for him, and we'll set it up on his account. And you think that'll work?
Yeah, we can do that too. If you want him to create an agent, there's one way to go about it. Or for things that he's already created right now.
Okay, I might be overcomplicating it at this point.
Yeah, I think at this point having the robot just create the agent is probably best.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm with you. I think you're on the right path. You're doing amazing. You're doing really good work. They're being patient with us. Do you think that's too hard of a goal for them to spend 5 minutes of time talking to our app to be able to have all the steps done? Not necessarily the computers running in the background. Like they said, that can take as long as it needs. That could take hours. But their time they're spending with, like, the admin of setting it up.
Well, with any customer, the setting up hard stuff has to be as simple as possible, right? You want to make it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
So they might be right that if it's too complicated for them to set up, then it's going to get a frustration point. But for them to sit down and learn a product, if they're going to resell it, I don't think it's too much for them to come every 5 minutes or 10 minutes or however long it takes to learn it. Because eventually they're going to have to sell it, and then unless they know how the product works, they won't be able to sell something. You can't sell a product if you don't know what it's about.
Oh, agreed.
So I think it's they want to learn, and we let them teach. So I don't see any issues.
Yeah, they're trying to learn. So I think they're fine sitting down in these one-on-ones as many times as it takes. Their goal for us, what they want to see us do, is make the technology such that we're not, because we just spend an hour just trying to get them set up. So they want to spend 5 minutes on getting it set up, and then we're just jamming back and forth on how can we want to spend more time on the design of the Google Sheet and being like, okay, how do we make this question such that they're going to then ask this next question? Well, if we're like we would rather spend time there thinking of the user experience than like, okay, well, we're still trying to create the action on Google and get it linked to this service that we have.
Yeah, and I think before, I think when you simplified it quite a bit, and I think it's good. I think it's good to have these one-on-one interactions like, okay, so that's a frustration point. And now we know we really have to work on this because it's going to be a frustration point for everybody else too.
Yeah.
Like before then, we were like, it's okay if we don't create dialect flow and all these programmatically. We can add them in because we know how to do that. There was never an issue for us, really.
I think this will also be good for our music platform.
Yes, that was my intent to actually motivation to start looking on this. I'm like, well, I hate that we want to limit it only to Alexa because it's stupid.
I'm thinking that this will scale our sales easy. If we're like, yo, Alexa's free, Google, we can still have that cost, but instead of having that cost in terms of engineering time, we just have it cost in terms of like unlocking a new feature. So we could make that literally whatever price we think is right, because if it doesn't take our engineers any more time, it's money straight into the company and however we want to divide that.
Right.
So it's like, okay, well, do we want it to have just a one-time, hey, you pay $100 and then you have Google? Or maybe, hey, you pay $2 a year for Google and then we have more of recurring income with the Google.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of opportunities and lots of possibilities, really.
Is there any way I can help you with what you're doing right now with Google Assistant and getting that set up?
I think with the dialogue flow, I'm good. I just want to automate the adding the information into the action programmatically as well instead of manually doing it. But that's like something I can update the information on Google Action, but I can't like add it in when there's nothing in there yet.
Into the publishing info?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I haven't been able to figure out because I can't get photo uploads or image uploads. That's where I got stuck on.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, we can work on that tomorrow, I guess, when I come.
Awesome.
But everything else looks good. Yeah, so the funny story, after working out, I was like, all right, well, God said, let's work on the regional instead of edge, so I figured that out.
Did that do anything?
No, it didn't actually change anything.
Sorry.
No, but it's good though. But it got me on the right track because then I was able to search keywords of things I was missing, and then I finally hit on the a tutorial